Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm gonna share about lessons I've learned by losing money using Kucoin Trading Bot. So these are mistakes you can avoid so you don't lose money, a lot of money, just like I have. Now initially I have invested over $10,000. The problem was I initially put $10,000 in without really understanding a lot of fundamental things like entry points, profit taking, and stop loss. These are really crucial things that I'm gonna help you in this video after what I learned. And to show you that I'm not joking, I'm serious about this, look at this number. At the moment, the floating PNL, I'm almost 1,500 down on an investment of $5,000. So pretty significant. Now lesson number one, if the bots are very volatile because they have been, there's something major happened and the price of them skyrocketed, you should not try to arbitrage them for long term, because as time goes on this bot will fall in prices, as you can clearly see here. One of the mistake I made earlier is not to realize this, and as you can see it cost me dearly. I found the way to mitigate that is actually to go with trade with bots that have around 70% volatility and about a 30% price change positively. Those bots tend to do well if you set an entry points about 8% below their current market value, whatever this price might be, and you can take profit every 5 to 8% or 6 to 8%, whichever you like. So I'm going to show you some historical profit that I did. So this is the strategy I did yesterday. So I would have an entry points of 1.5 when the current price was 1.6 or 7, and I would also set up the profit taking at 1.7. so I noticed the average price most of the time would be 1.7, so I would set an entry price low enough so that I can make a profit from it, like 1.5, 1.6, somewhere between that is good, and take profit when it hits goes up. These are very small fractions, but you can make a lot of money using this strategy. So I made 89 here, 47 here, 72 here, 107 here. This overall makes just over $300, and all of this I did one day. So you can see 16, the 16th here, and this was the 15th and 15th. They're very close, but yeah, this is what you can do. You can make a $3,000 investment and make $300 in a day. That's bloody good if you ask me. So that's pretty much what I did. But also it's not always about and the reason I had to do this is because I actually had to is because before this I wouldn't apply this approach. Before, I would try arbitrage for long term on volatile things, and usually they tend to go down. So this one I ran for 5 days and it made a negative 85 profits. This one 4 days negative 57, and you can see I had to shut these bots down because they ran for a long time and they weren't making me any money. So what I did is I shut them down, went on negative, accepted the loss, and then went on to new coins that were trading well and trending and had higher volumes, and this kind of bring in the losses that I had made here. Even though these were some losses, you can see by getting out there and going in, it actually made me a net profit. So that's one of the experience I learned. Please note everything I'm sharing, these are my own experiments. Use your own due diligence when doing this. So XTM had a fair bit of movements in the market lately because it got added to KuCoin. So you can see I put a trigger of 1.55 and is currently at 1.65. Based on looking at the charts, I see that it's normally at 1.7. What that means is it's very likely to go up there again, so I'd be making a very nice profit here, along with all the grid profits that I make as well. Usually it's the price increase that will make more profit than the great profits, just so you know. So that's kind of how I'm making, you know, a couple $100 a day with a few $1,000s of day trading. Usually I learned my mistake is don't run them for very long. You will usually go negative if you're not picking very stable pairs, and the great profits won't be significant. Usually it's better to run the short term if you are picking the type of pairs that I am, which are highly volatile and going positive. So just keep that in mind. I hope you learned something new. Make sure you set up an entry point always around, you know, 8 to 10% below the current market price. So if I were to go for an entry price now, I would choose about 60, 66, 68 for this. Now this one I had an entry price of 0.85. That's because when I set this price, the price was about $1. It has gone down significantly. If you go in here, I also set up a stop loss at 0.65 because I don't want to lose a significant amount. But also keep in mind that this is you know, less than $1,000, so it's not too bad. I don't think it will go that far, but yeah, it's good to set some stop loss so you don't make negatives like this. Hopefully you learned from my mistake. Let me know what video you guys would like next. We'll be able to experiment and share. Thanks for watching. Bye.